Video I am going to discuss about the word embedding. And as we know that in text analytics problems we need to convert the text into numbers. So in my previous videos I have already explained the two ways that how can we convert a text into real valued numbers or the vectors of real value, right? So in one video I discussed about the bag of word, which is the model which is based on the counting of the words in a sentence or in a document. And then in another video lecture I discussed about the TF-IDF, which is another way of representing the words that are occurred in a sentence, which is based on the frequency or occurrence of the word. Okay, so in this video as I told you, I will explain the concept of word embedding. In word embedding we represent the words, okay, we represent the words into vectors, right? So what kind of words we represent? We represent similar words, okay, similar words. So similar words means the words that have the close meaning, okay, that they have the similarity in meanings, right? So for example, I have taken here apple and grapes, which are the two words, okay, which are the two words which are which belongs to the fruit, right? They are the fruits. So and into similar vectors of fixed dimension means, so these similar words have the similar representation or similar vectors of the fixed dimension. Fixed dimension means the dimension of these vectors are fixed. So here you can see that we have the dimension of this apple is represented by the 5-dimensional vector, okay, and the size of this vector which is related to the grapes is 5. So this is the fixed representation. So each of the word that I have taken here for an example are represented as a 5 in a having a fixed size of 5 dimension, right? So the idea behind the word embedding is to represent the similar words or the words that are similar in meaning, have the similar representation or similar vector representation of the fixed dimension, right? So here you can closely see that the apple and grapes, so we have this representation which is of 5 dimension, and we can see here that the first value is 0.89, 0.32, 0.68 and 0.28 and 0.92. and then again if we closely observe or compare these numbers with the numbers that are used to represent the grapes, so we will see that the distance between these two words are close to 0, okay. So and the distance between the cat and dog, okay, is close to 0. Here you can see that 0.1110, 0.26, 0.24, 0.42, 0.45. So this is just for an example that how word embedding techniques represents the words that occurred in a text, okay. So they have the vectors, the vector representation. If we find out the distance between these two vectors of the similar words, have the minimum distance between the vectors. So in that way word embedding try to capture the semantic of the words, or means we can say in other words the meaning. So they want to, these techniques, word embedding techniques wants to capture the meanings of these similar words in the form of these real value vectors. And so the vectors having the vectors of the same words have this similar representation, and the distance between these two vectors of these similar words have minimum distance between them. So if we compare if we calculate the distance between the apple and dog, so it will be higher, and the distance between the apple and grapes will be the smallest or minimum, okay. So in that way, the using the word embedding, we represent the words uh, in a particular text. Okay, so this is the basic idea behind the word embedding. So what are the steps that to calculate the word embedding is to first we need to define the vocab. Okay, so you can take any size of vocab, let's say is 5000. So in a text corpus you are having some words, and likewise you have 5000 or less than 5000 unique words. So you can firstly you have to define a vocab size or vocabulary size of the unique words. Okay, and then size of the vector. Okay, and you have then in the next step you have to define the dimension. Okay, so in my case I have defined this dimension as 5. So each word is represented in a 5-dimensional vector. Okay, so this is the again the size of dimension you need to define when you are going to generate the embeddings for the unique words that occurred in your text corpus. And then embedding. Okay, so you need to generate embedding. So how you generate embedding is very easy, and we will see in my next video that how can we use how can we generate the embedding of these unique words that we have defined. Okay, and another thing, we have two types of embedding here, which is a pre-trained embedding and then the another type is the new embedding that we need to generate or we will generate in the upcoming lectures. Okay, so here these are the steps that you can generate the embedding using Python or Keras library. Okay, and then we have another thing, that pre-trained embedding. We have already pre-trained embedding in the form of word2vec and which is Google's model, which has millions of words which are already trained, and we will also see that how we download this word2vec model, and then we can fit over on our text, on our corpus of our data set. And then the another word embedding which is pre-trained, which is available, it is Glove is the another word embedding, pre-trained word embedding, that we can download it and then we can use it for in our classification, text classification problems. So thank you very much. So I will meet you in the next video. So take care, bye.